Good morning. This is Saturday, the 11th of July. Pretty cold in Cape Town. You can see me in my fantastically chic morning attire. And as you see, I'm surrounded by Lego again. We had the little ones here, and of course it's Duplo. We have the most fantastic animals to play with. But I'm going to tell you something that I've been asked to explain. What are the essential elements of what we need to keep on going? You might call it motivation. You might call it juice. You might call it the fuel of the human mind. Number one, we got to have a sense of significance. Meaning, you as a person feel you matter. You might call it importance. I am important. I'm important to my family. I'm important to my partner. I'm important at my place of work. I matter. A sense of significance gives you a wonderful foundation from which to go into life. From there, you need a sense of acceptance. I am wanted. In my family, with my partner, I have a sense that I'm embraced. My wonderful character, my not so wonderful character, my strength, my weaknesses. I am accepted the way I am. And I have to not do too much to change once you're adult. But of course, we discover in the journey of life that you might have to change a few things that others find unacceptable. That's a point of insight and growth. Great. Of course. Duplo, isn't this wonderful stuff? We need to belong. Belonging is a need. I belong here, and at the moment in South Africa, a difficult time for undocumented foreigners. They don't feel they belong. You can argue forth and back. Yes, they came over the border without saying, who am I? What am I wanting here? What am I doing here? Check my background. I'm not a bad person. I'm coming to seek work. I'm coming to go to members of my family. Belonging. Do you belong here? And that is a difficult debate. I tend to be on the side of regulated immigration. So yes, it is good to be willing to give all the information about you and then become a person who belongs here. Approval. Another need, very important. I need to hear that what I do, what I contribute, whether I'm a gardener, whether I'm a shrink, whether I'm a medical practitioner, an engineer, a lawyer, I need to feel approval. But first, before you get it from people you work with, you need to approve of yourself. I'm a good person. I approve of what I do. And that approval is wonderful when we hear it from the outside. I will go into it later on in another input to the YouTube channel of the approval of you accepting yourself, feeling belonging, and then giving yourself approval when you do something right. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, we need compassion. We need to have people understand some of our failures, some of our not so good, some of the things that we are not shining with. And the compassion talks about the humanity of each other, of ourselves. So when you are able to sense there is compassion coming to you from your partner, from your family, from your kids, from your mother, from whoever has significance, that compassion will lift you out of quite a few states of misery. Who doesn't want to feel strong? We need strength. What is my strength? Well, as an elder, white hair, lived a long time. At my young age, I'm pretty strong. I hike the mountain with glee with my partner. I love the uphill, I love to push. My body is strong, my muscles are good. I like to surf in the ocean and seek waves that give me that sense of, yes, my body is functioning, I am functioning, I have strength. What about the character strength? Where is your strength within that, and are you aware of that strength? So I would hope that people feel one of my strengths is compassion for other human beings. That's why I like the job I do. I love mentoring people into strength, the best version of you, so that you can feel proud of who you are. Not too much, but a little. And that gives us the ultimate, do you agree? Yes, I agree. Wisdom, which is an intelligent choice once you have come to realize how complex human needs are. Once we get a sense of I matter, a sense I'm embraced, a sense here I am and I belong to this tribe, to this family, to this society. Once I get the occasional praise for what I do, you are doing right, you are contributing well. Once people understand that I can also fail and they don't judge me too quickly, too harshly, there's compassion. And I have a notion of where I shine and what I can contribute and how I build it. Isn't it stunning? I've got to stop there for a moment and remind ourselves of the simplicity of muscles. Here, muscles, elephant, great, little elephant growing. From this little elephant to become a big elephant, lots of nutrition and lots of growing up and doing. We become stronger when we do, when we engage, when we push the current limits and don't stay in this wonderful murky area called comfort or comfort zoning. So to build muscle, we understand we've got to exercise. The same applies to your mind. And when you see that, you carry wisdom. Human needs, see how many you can actually put your finger on and say, I've got this. Till next time. Bye-bye from the Legoscape.